Hello, everyone. It's 7 days Sunday, and we made it. I think we're a couple minutes late, but that's not bad. We have been out camping, and we have busted our butt to get back to have 7 days Sunday. So Darrell and I both, we basically got in. I had just enough time to take a quick shower because we were out there for 3 days. So hopefully somebody will show up and make this worthwhile because we cut our trip short. I'm joined by the ever camping, ever present Darrell. Say hi, Darrell.
Hi, Darrell.
And we're continuing with Alpha 21. So we'll wait till we get some people in the chat. I'll probably tell them the same story about camping, but it's been an exciting day. We've been, and of course, traffic was terrible. A light that has by a firehouse that never has the fire trucks coming out when I go by it had fire trucks coming out of it. So it was fun, but we made it. So here we are. Darrell, what were we doing? What do you remember? I don't remember anything.
I don't know. Unknown, sir. Oh, the game is up.
The game is up. The jig is up. So what I remember was negligent discharge.
Calling zombies, huh?
Well, I was in the OBS software and clicked on the other one, and it negligent discharged. Day 23, 11:32. So we are in the danger zone. Darrell and I always end up dying somewhere on the day that start with a 2, like day 20, 21. So far we're doing good. We did have a little damage to the base the last Horde night. We've had several Horde nights. You can go back and watch the other streams, and you'll see it's been a real challenge. So we've had several back to back, and but the farm's still here.
A little like I feel like they hit a little harder in the new update.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that we play on insane, but we can't
sure.
stop that. So that's the key to Alpha 21. Anybody who's starting this game, Alpha 21. I don't have my chat up at all, so I guess I can try to turn it on, but it's such a small screen I can't ever see anything. I'm assuming we're live.
Yep.
So all right. So hopefully, yeah. Let me know. Let me know when people pop in there.
Yep.
Running around like crazy, so I'm trying to hydrate. We've been out in the sun for 2 days.
Yep. And I am awaiting a call from a tire shop, so I may have to cut out.
Yeah, Darrell had a little exciting adventure getting to the campsite. So there's Darrell. So for those of you that might be new, 0 deaths. We have not died yet. We are an insane level with random Horde nights. We only allow ourselves the number of players of death, so there's 2 of us playing. So when this column reads 2, we delete the game no matter how good we're doing, no matter how much stuff we have. That's the way we play. So there you go. And you can see over there all that groundwork. Darrell's trying to get the base, the foundation for the base set up. So, oh yeah, we got lights. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Daylight's burning. I don't know why. We usually stop at the middle of the night, but we did not this time.
I don't remember what happened.
I know. I think it was the fair or something. Or no, we didn't do Random Game Wednesday. I don't remember what it was. There was a reason. We'll probably go back and watch the live stream and figure it out. But you know, he said, "See, and
it might not have been live though."
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to get this other laptop off. I'm not sure if I'm getting it to power up or not, but it's. Yeah, we might be counting on you tonight, buddy.
All right.
So I'm trying to get my second screen going. It's on a laptop, but it does not appear to want to be. Did the battery charger come out? No? Huh. I wonder if I unplugged it. Did I unplug it accidentally? I don't know. It looks like I got a screen there. Just do a hard reset. I guess I should be doing something. Were we low on wood? We're
low on gasoline for Molotovs.
Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. Looks like it's starting up. All right, gasoline. That's all I need to know. Oh, yeah. Start Windows failed. All right, there we go. That's why it was acting weird. Okay, so we don't have a Horde night. You want gasoline. And I'm sure Joe's going to want to know about the crystal. So I'm sure there will be talk of the Pimax Crystal on this live stream.
I'm sure there will be.
Unless nobody shows up. Wouldn't that be a kicker. Nobody shows up. We busted our butts. Yeah.
Well, I think there's already at least one.
All right. I am. All right. I have the ability to hopefully see the comments. We'll see. All right. Here we go. Find Darrell some gasoline. Damn it. That's what I need to do. Did we have? We didn't have an airdrop. You went and got it, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
I think you were chatting with somebody, if I remember right. You were carrying on about something, and that's why we ended.
Was it the guy? I think it was the guys. I think the last time we played was 7 Days Sunday, a week ago, because we're talking to Farmer. Farmer came and
That's right.
joined us, and Know Your Joe, T Dub, GT was in there too. So I think we had a lot of people. So there was a lot of questions going on, as there always are. We gotta get Jeff back in here. I miss having Jeff around.
Yeah.
We gotta get back to our usual. It's hard with this month is gonna be nutty because we got so much stuff planned.
Yeah.
But
I know it.
we're trying. We're trying to honor our commitments to our 5 fans. All right. So I hope I brought a repair kit. I didn't. All right, I will work on gasoline. How many Molotovs do you have?
7.
That's not a lot.
Not a lot, but it's not overnight.
Yes. All right, I'll do my best. I need to check. Are my guns loaded? That is loaded. I know I had a negligent discharge, so. All right, I'm good. Bring it on, zombies. This is why we die in day 20s, because we're just strong enough. We have just enough guns, and then zombies come out of nowhere and kick our butts.
I feel super weak with my gun count.
How many guns you got?
I got 3 guns, but they're
Oh.
pipe
Yeah.
rifle, pipe shotgun, pipe pistol.
Yeah, that's what I got. My pistol, though, is a level 1, so I'm very excited about that. Right? Because that's the best.
Uh-huh. Number 1.
That makes sense to me. That's number 1. We are going to eventually run out of vehicles in this area.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So, thoughts on Alpha 21? Not loving it. It's too linear. They've changed a lot of the stuff to where you have to go up certain paths to do things, and I always liked the sandbox nature of the old game. But we're still trying. We're still giving it a go. We're giving it a fair go. I would imagine, I'm guessing if we die in this and end it, I don't know that we'll restart it. I might even just go back to Undead Legacy, even if it's just you and me.
Yeah.
I'm not digging it. I like some of the stuff they've done. They've done some things right, but man, the gameplay just not a fan.
Yeah, I agree.
Didn't I repair that? I don't want to modify it. I want to repair it. Repair. Modify doesn't do us any good because we're... Am I getting any gas out of these things? No, I need better cars. These are all burned up. Oh, hey, this one hasn't even been searched yet. All right, come on. Something huge. I don't know. All right. 2 pieces of plastic and some iron. Oh, but it does have fuel. All right, so I don't need to mess around with the Hulks. The other thing Darrell did for me that's so awesome is he can now make lock picks. So, that's a nice thing, too.
It is a nice thing.
So, what's your thoughts on 21? I know you've shared similar thoughts to me. Do you have any other thoughts about this?
I mean, it's not... I don't think it's a drastic enough change to make it worth the things that they've changed. I mean, I don't like the farming stuff.
What don't you like about it? Farming?
Well, and this actually was in 20 that they did it to where the seeds don't stay.
That's right.
And I mean, they made it harder to craft a lot of the stuff. So I mean, I guess there's something to be said about more of a challenge with the some of that stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I'm always up for a challenge, but it just seems artificially challenging now. Like, stupid challenging. Like, they, you know. It's almost like the Division was where you just give the boss monster, 5 million hit points. Hey, he's challenging. But
Yeah, it's not
like,
harder. It just takes longer.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
And just depletes your resource.
Exactly.
It's
a bullet sponge. Just sucks up all your stuff.
fan of that.
Oh, there's a fat man down there. All right. Yeah, got 2 motorized parts.
How'd you get the stream up?
Stream should be up, isn't it?
No, I did. Oh, well, I mean on your laptop.
Yes, I did. It's still the small screen, so. But I'm still going to rely on you. But if you're going to go talk to a tire repair guy, which is fair. You want to share your exploits of our.
Oh, I don't know. Not really.
Suffice to say, he's calling a tire repair guy. That should tell you something.
I dropped the tire off at Costco because they're the only tire shop that's open, and I have a Costco membership. But I will say it's kind of messed up to be a Costco member and for them to still charge me $10 for a flat repair, where everybody else is free.
Right.
Really?
Right. I'm a member.
Like I pay a membership fee.
Yeah, you could understand them charging it to somebody that's a non-member.
Well, but you can't get in the store if you're not a non-member, though. That's the thing about it.
Okay. I thought all tire shops had to repair tires if... Is that not a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
You can just say, screw you.
Well, I mean, because discount will find a lot of arbitrary reasons not to fix a tire.
Yeah.
Some of it, there is some legitimacy behind some of that stuff. As someone who used to work in that industry, to understand what they're talking about when they talk about stuff.
They've got a big wheel in the back room that they spin. It's like one of those prize wheels, and they spin it for the reason that they can't fix your tire. It's like, hold on, we'll be right with you. Oh, whatever. What's the best reason for not fixing a tire? I don't even know the reasons. I've never seen the wheel. I just know it exists.
I think the hardest one that people like, if you're too close to another or like a previous repair, you can't fix that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If it's at too aggressive of an angle and the opening's too big, you can't. I mean, if it's too big of a hole, they can't fix that. But I mean, and that makes sense. You know, if your patch ain't that big, and then you're losing a lot of integrity of the tire if you're taking out chunks of belts. If it's in the sidewall, you can't repair those. And that makes sense because you have nothing to hold things together.
Right. I need a sidewall thing. That's legitimate.
But like on my last one, somebody had fixed it with a temp plug.
Okay.
They're like, oh, we can't fix it because it had temporary fix. It's like, well, why not? Like that I don't understand what the rationale behind that is. Because if I were to go, oh, you can't fix that, okay, then I take the tire home, yank the temporary plug out, then bring it back. Now it's not a tire with a hole in it, or it's not a tire with a temp repair in it. It's a tire with a hole in it, which you can fix.
We can fix that.
You can fix that. Like, it's like, come on. But that there's no reason for that. I mean, it's if I think the thought is that random guy on the side of the road doesn't know anything about tires, doesn't repair it wrong. Oh, speaking of the tires.
Oh, good luck.
All right.
All right, Darrell's got to get on them. Make sure you don't let him not fix it. All right, so you're stuck with just me now, and there's a zombie here. There's a rabbit over there. Oh, hello. There's 2 zombies here. Oh, gosh.
Okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, I didn't see where it was or what it was, so I knew it was something. So, all right. And then what time do you guys close today? Okay, I'll be by before 6 o'clock to come pick it up. All right, thank you. Bye.
So it sounds like they spun the wheel and it landed on. plate. I don't think Daryl's had
It's
that.
a sidewall puncture.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And he's got a big old truck, so it ain't like you're buying a $50.
No, and it's not one tire. It's gonna be a 4-tire deal.
You can get away 2, can't you?
I'm not. No.
Okay. Are your tires at least old?
They're almost done anyway.
Okay, so this isn't.
It's not terrible, but it's. I mean, it's not. It's something that I knew I was gonna have to do relatively soon. But it's.
So just don't do it. Just don't do it on the new ones. Now you got it out your system.
Yeah. Yeah. Such is life, I suppose.
That's all part of it. So just some debris on this. That's weird.
I don't know. I don't know what I ran over or what I did, but.
Make sure you make them show you this side puncture.
Oh, I'm sure they circled it. They'll figure it out. I don't know if they're yanking my chain or not.
This giant ice pick happened to slide into the side. Oh, it's a side puncture. Not that I don't trust anybody, but I don't trust anybody. Wow, no Joe, no nobody? That's okay, I guess.
Not yet. No, it's one of those things though that like for Costco has zero reason to do stuff like that. I mean, if this was,
Except for the fact now you have to buy 4 new tires.
no, but that's not like that. For Costco, I mean, yeah, they have numbers like that, but their reputation is more valuable than 4 tires.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if this was like, Joe Schmo's, no offense, Joe.
Mark and Daryl's tire repair shop.
Mark and Darrell's tire repair shop, in frickin', like outside of Brush or something. That'd be a different story. You've seen shit like the Shade Tree Auto in this game.
Yeah.
It's not big corporations like that will. I mean, to give you an idea, we once had a customer that was under the impression that I took advantage of the young lady's inexperience, and when it comes to tires. And her dad called fuming that we took advantage of his daughter because she's a girl and we sold her 4 wheels. And Discount Tire gave them wheels and tires for free. They gave her the whole setup completely.
Wait, so you took advantage of her by not getting any money from her?
No. Here's how this worked. Okay, so this girl came in, or somebody came in for a flat repair, and then this was on a Jeep, like a Jeep Cherokee,
Okay.
Grand Cherokee.
What year is this roughly, just so we know how old this girl is now?
Now, I mean, this was probably.
What year was this? I can do the math.
I mean, it's probably a decade ago. It's
Okay.
probably 10 years ago or so.
Well, what is it? 10 years or a decade? Which one? He said yes. It did come
Anyway.
through. It got through the stream. He said yes.
At any rate,
All right, back to the story.
so this girl comes in and needs a tire repaired. Okay, that's fine. So I go to put it in the big dunk tank, check it out, and the tire is absolutely fine. Not a problem with the tire at all. However, the wheel was cracked. Whatever she hit so hard that she cracked the wheel.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it in a hurry. And I'm like, all right, well, and then the other thing is, so now this is like some guy's young daughter that, hey, we're not friends.
Oh, let's not do that again. Last time we were on a horde night, we forgot to pair up, and Daryl's just raking in the XP. I'm over going, I'm not getting anything. Anyways, all right, so cracked tire, cracked wheel.
Here's the horde over by the trailer, by the way. Oh, you're nowhere near.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you some fuel.
Um,
See, I'm glad we're friends now. We got XP.
And So then it's like, well, what are, then you have to talk about options because you can't get her back on the road safely.
Right.
So I'm like, well, now typically you're like, we can put your spare tire on and get you out of here. Or we can sell you a wheel. Well, whoever the owner of the vehicle was, which I'm going to assume was her father, decided that she didn't need a spare tire. She had no spare tire. There was no spare tire to put on there.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, you don't have any spare tire, so
That option's out.
your options are, I mean, I don't really know what we can do without, I'm like, we can put a new wheel on it. We have wheels in stock. And so she's like, well, if I need it, I need it. I'm like, okay, well, it's like a super basic $60 black steel wheel, just kind of a general wheel, nondescript.
Which would be perfect for a spare tire.
Which would be perfect for a spare tire.
Right.
And she's like, well, it won't match the other ones. I'm like, no, I'm like, we don't have a factory one. You'd have to order one from Mopar or see if you can find somebody who has a used one. If you want, I'm like, or we can put just a new set of wheels on there. And she's like, yeah, let's do that. And just kind of threw out a credit card like it was nothing. And I'm like, oh, cool. Sold 4 wheels. And everybody's like fist pumping. Good job. Because anytime you sell out of the back room, it's always like, looks good. And 2 hours later, this girl's father called up, fuming angry. We took advantage of his daughter. She didn't need that. Da 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 da. It's like I'm not going to belittle anybody and say, "Oh, is it okay with your dad that you are spending his money?"
Are
like
you
I have no idea. I have no idea. I was fairly young. Obviously, I was 10 years younger than I am now.
Or a decade.
Or a decade. It's like I'm not going to sit there and assume that everybody who comes in there needs somebody to hold their hand. She didn't like him-haw about anything. She didn't really like bat an eye at it or wasn't sure or wasn't skeptical on what I was saying. I was very, and I started with the least expensive option and worked my way up to the option that would be a better. It's like, oh, it's like, then it's like, what do you want? Here's the prices. There's lots of options.
See, I'd be like telling the dad, well, I wouldn't have sent my daughter out.
Well, first of all,
without a spare tire.
You don't send if you have a young kid that's just learning to drive, and they need to understand how to take care of a vehicle in the event of an emergency. If you have a flat, you need to be well enough equipped to take care of it on the side of the road if you're not by roadside service, or give roadside service the tool to get you back out on the road. Because AAA doesn't carry tires. They will put your spare on for you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know a lot of people that have mobile spare tire delivery as an option. So,
yeah.
And just for those of you that may not know Darrell does not take advantage of people. He probably gives away more than he should. So he will always land on the side of not trying to take advantage of folks.
Yeah, no, it was. It's kind of a gut punch, because I'm like, that is not at all. I was, you go from being on a high note of making a good sale out of the back room, and then management's all upset because they had to they refunded everything. The entire transaction got reversed.
And she got to keep the wheel and the tire.
And she got to keep the wheel. Oh, you know what? Actually, that wasn't tires. I did say tires earlier, but no, that was just wheels on that deal.
So the tire was still okay to mount to the spare rim.
All the tires were fine.
Okay, gotcha.
It was just a wheel situation.
So I was so engrossed with your story, I got attacked by a hippie. Hit me a couple times. Stinking hippie. All right, I got you 1,600 so far on gas.
That's pretty good. Could be better, but
tell better stories. I'll get more gas. So, well, if we don't see Joe in a little bit, we're going to call this a quick stream because we still have a whole car to unpack.
Yeah.
So we'll give it one more day, and then
I gotta go. Tire
you
to
got
go
it. Yeah,
pick
you
up.
gotta get a tire. So we'll give it another day. We'll see if they show up overnight, and then we will go, because you can't blame me for not streaming.
Yeah. Surprised no T-Dub. T-Dub's
I know
the first
TW
time.
usually shows up too.
Maybe he's camping too.
Maybe everybody went camping.
Oh man.
That's right. It looked like it was getting kind of cloudy out there, so we probably could have goofed around an extra few hours pretty easy on the kayaks and stuff. But
Oh, that's all right. I'm glad I got. I mean, I was looking all over for where that hole in that tire was. I couldn't find it.
yeah,
Whatever it was must have been small, and it might have just been a nail in a board or something. Because when I pulled off of the road, fixed that strap, and then when I got back on, I heard it like something
oh,
like stuck in the tire, slapping
right.
inside the wheel well, you know?
Yeah, something- yeah.
Like that. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And then it went away. So whatever it was, got in the tire, and then.
Welcome to Tire Talk with Mark and Darrell.
Right. Good times.
Yeah, so there was something that was wedged in, and when you went, it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it
I'll
took
go
off,
with
and
you.
then.
Well, you gonna buy your tires from Costco?
Am I what?
You gonna buy your tires from Costco?
I kind of doubt it.
Okay.
I don't see. I'm very torn because I don't. I was batting around the idea of changing, getting new rims, and getting away from the 20s because I mean, the 20s look okay on it, I guess.
I think
but
they look
20s
awesome.
Huh?
I think they look really good, but you want to go bigger? You want to be rolling 50s or whatever?
No, I was actually thinking of doing 17s or 18s.
Okay.
18s. Going down to an 18-inch rim, having a little bit of a more tire on it. So that's a whole. I don't know. I don't think the expense offset is really the right time for that. So I may just stick with.
The juice is not worth the squeeze. Look at that, man. He's getting that dug down. It's kind of like mowing the yard over here. See, guys? There's a rabbit in your area. So
Get him. Need fat.
oh, come here,
And
rabbit.
there's not a lot of fat on a rabbit, but
Oh, where'd he go? Lost him in a tree. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, rabbit? It is getting late. It's 2100, by the way.
oh yeah, it sure is.
That's why I was coming to. I lost the rabbit. Damn it. I got a little bit of fat. I killed one rabbit earlier. There's Darrell working away. Slaving away.
Waving away.
Alright, I got a bunch of stuff I gotta take back, so.
Yeah, no, I mean the new update is just a lot of there's too much locked in on the magazines.
Mm-hmm.
It's only one way of doing it. Like, I mean, I would even almost be okay with like you can get the skill point by reading a magazine, or you can get it by working at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to at least have the option, so it opens that up. But it's like,
Right.
no, half the magazine.
Mm-hmm. This is the only way that you can achieve this. I want the two there.
I don't know why they would do like that, but there's T-Dub.
Oh, somebody made it, man. How are you doing, T-Dub? We were just talking about you. We had a frantic trying to get the live stream on time. We thought Joe would be waiting. He's always telling me how he's waiting for it to start. So you're the first one. You win, T-Dub. What do you win, you ask? Our gratitude for watching us. Man, because that's all we got. So anyways, how are you doing?
We thought maybe you were out camping or something.
Yeah, we don't want to tell the story too many times because then Tito will be like, I've heard this already.
Yeah.
We got a story. It's been an exciting day to get back, to get the live stream going for you all. What am I doing? I was going to rename that. That's what I was going to do.
Out of stamina.
Let's just be vehicle parts now. So we got a new weapons thing over there. All right. Vehicle parts, weapons and ammo.
Oh man, it made a mess.
You're making
Wow,
it's
that
almost
was cool.
nighttime. Are you still out?
I know.
You still out? Oh, okay.
I dropped like 2/3 of this thing.
Oh, did you do a?
Well, like I did like a kind of a lap around it, you know? I'm
Okay.
just going around in circles and to zero in on it.
Kind of mowing the lawn.
And there was an overhang on like 3 out of the 4 sides.
Ah.
It oh, thanks T-Dub. He says the gratitude is priceless.
Cool. You're welcome. Well, we talk about how you guys are so great spending time with us. Really enjoyed the conversation last week. That was fun. It was nice having so many folks on. Let's see. We got, what is in here? All right, you got 2,100 gas. So I know that's still not a whole lot, but doing what I can, man. Plus, I'm hungry. I got you a little bit of meat. Oh, I don't think I got any. Did I not get any fat from that rabbit? I killed a rabbit, but...
You might not have. I don't think they have a ton of fat.
All right.
Well, we got a lot of clay.
Yeah, I got more clay. I got 45 on me. Yeah, I would imagine clay is not an issue since you're trimming that whole thing down.
You got 45 on you? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stacks.
And how much is in a stack?
6,000.
So clay's not an issue. I don't need to mess with clay. All right. I do need to have some food though.
T-Dub says my commiserations for the USA ladies exiting the soccer World Cup.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. I'm not a big soccer fan on the ladies' side anyways. Political reasons. I kind of don't like the crap they pulled with the whole payment structure and wanting to be equal because they wanted more than just being equal. So it frustrated me. But that's, you know.
A different thing.
That's a whole nother rant we could go on. But yeah, good. Who are you pulling for in that? I know you foreigners like your football.
The football.
No, I think football's actually, you have to be a hell of an athlete to play that sport, man.
Oh yeah.
That is no joke. So props to all the soccer players. Again, I don't even mind our soccer team. They pulled some crap that I just thought was taking advantage of our woke culture over here. So glad I'm not a soccer fan. TJ would have just ruined it. 4 hours of recordings I don't have to watch now. Wow, and this was the first one, right? This was the first match, I think, of the win or go home bracket. I think they were playing. I think they played Sweden, didn't they? Wasn't it Sweden? The Swedes kicked their butt. I just caught it off at a glance. I didn't really pay too close attention to it. All right, so there's that. I'm still not fed. All right, well. What do we got that's good? What'd you cook me, Darrell? Oh, man, we got lots of eggs and bakey. Let's eat eggs and bakey. I'll eat a couple eggs and bakey. There we go. That seems to be a pretty good one. Oh, we got the pumpkin bread now. Okay. Stamina bonus. Nice. Take pumpkin bread when you're working in the mine shaft. All right.
Do what?
Take pumpkin bread. It's a stamina bonus. Go check the water.
Everything is a stamina bonus.
Oh, like that big? 20?
Use 20. Okay. Pumpkin pies 20. 20. Tacos is 30.
Wow.
So, 20 for pie. 10. Only 10 for eggs and bakey. 20 for the bread. 20 for the veggie stew. 10 for grilled corn. 10 for charred meat. 10 for.
So T-Dub, this is what you got to build if you start playing this version. These dew collectors are importante.
Deb says, "LOL, I'm just sad that I can't watch Alex Morgan for USA. Her skills, obviously. Yes, it was Sweden.
Yeah, I thought they had played. So, was it a good game? Did we at least try to represent halfway decently? There it is. Ooh, it makes a little donkey sound when it fills up. That one just filled. All right. Oh, I can't. Oh, boo. I can't jump. I guess I kind of can still. I can't.
Yeah, it's not so easy now.
Yeah, it doesn't. We lost our little walkway. That's definitely a little more dangerous now. We have to make a little something there. Anyhow, how are we doing for cobble? Do we have a bunch of cobble?
Not a ton.
Okay, I'm just thinking we might want to start thinking about reinforcing that bird cage out there. The birds start coming in a little hot and heavy. 10 more water. So I think that's a good. That seems. What do we got? 6 up there. That seems to be a pretty good combo there. The 6. So. Alex Morgan.
7 Molotovs.
I'll have to check her out. I want her skills. I mean. I was a big fan, like Pele. Obviously, I'm old, you know, but Pele was just this incredible soccer star back in the day. I never really followed Beckham. I liked his wife for her skills, obviously. Singing, she was a Spice Girl. I don't know what you thought I meant.
You wish you would know. I mean,
Yeah. Who was your favorite Spice Girl, Darrell? Let's talk about Spice Girls.
oh, it was Posh.
Posh,
When
yeah.
I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of, for whatever reason, I kind of lean towards Ginger, and I don't know why.
It was redheads.
Redheads. But Posh definitely wasn't.
When I
Posh was definitely up there. That was a toss up. I could flip a coin between those two, honestly.
You know, now that I'm older, because I was a kid, like.
Yeah, I was a dirty old man. So there you go.
Well, now that I'm older and I look back, I was like, wow, they were all good looking.
Yeah.
T-Dub says it was okay, not the best performance, but with all due respect for a wokey crowd, it ain't. Oh, for goodness. Uh-oh.
A wokey crowd. I got it. It ain't a patch on the men's game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, nobody watches. I mean, yeah. By comparison, they don't quite have the fan following. As far as I know, I'm no expert on women's soccer, but I don't think they quite fill the stadiums like the men's soccer do.
Oh, that's like that Bill Burr special.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, before we talk about Bill Burr, T-Dub, your favorite Spice Girl. We got to know. We told him ours.
True.
Let us know your favorite Spice Girl in the comments below. God, I'm so bored. There's nothing to do. I got the water. I'm fed and watered. I could use another agua, though. Still a little thirsty. What do we got that's fun? Probably the yucca juice, right? Yeah, sure. Oh, I think I got a level. Did you want me to start working on... Oh, jeez! All right, I got 4 skill points.
You got 4 levels.
Maybe I should use some of those. Okay. Well, we were doing with the agility, so I could get that up a little higher. But I don't know. I feel like the archery, that stuff's up pretty good. What's whirlwind do? Oh, that's the that's the one that's quicker hitting. That needs to be 10. Parkour. I could get my parkour up. What do we need for cars? Because we had talked about cars.
Do you have anything in... What about scrapping? Or that's salvage operation, isn't it?
I think I got a little. I got 2 in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put more in it. I haven't put anything into Lucky
Oh,
Looter
that's
yet.
for
Are we to the
power.
point we should put Lucky Looter?
I have no idea.
Let me see
But
what.
what I'm wondering is if you get better stuff for a higher salvager, more fuel.
You would get a little more fuel. That's why I put some in there. Let's do this. So,
Oh yeah, I gained 60% more.
yeah. Yeah, I can put another in. What do I need? Perception 3. That's one there.
Oh, let's see. T-Dub, what a difficult one. Which is the lesser of 5 evils? Maybe, baby. Can I just pick a pussycat doll instead?
No, we're talking Spice Girls. I mean, I didn't say it has to be your favorite of all time. Just out of the 5, which is your favorite? You can still not really like them. Sound like Baby, right?
Not like baby.
I think T-Dub liked the lyrical content of the Pussycat Dolls better. I don't even remember her name. I only know the lead, whatever her freaking name was on the Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah, I don't really know him at all, so.
Don't you? You know their song. Don't you
Oh,
wish your
yeah.
girlfriend was hot like me? Oh, I better not sing. They might think I'm actually like sampling their music or something. Might get copyright strike because I sound so much like them. I'd sing more T-Dub, but that's all we got. Joe might be working on his his H3.
Oh, he might.
He had some. It looked like it had a rough trip. It sounded like it was your trip camping. Sounds like his H3 took the same trip to get to his house.
Oh, yeah?
It looked a little beat up. I'm hoping it was like, because you know how that heavy stuff is. That, where it's protected, it's fine, and sometimes the box doesn't handle well. But I was going to ask him. I'm hoping he'll show up, but he might not. Yep, Nicole Scherzinger. Yep. Were there others? Yeah, I think they were background singers. I pretty sure they were in the background. I couldn't tell you what they looked like. But yes, I do remember Nicole. I think I'm gonna put a couple in looting. I think it's time because that might also help us get better stuff, possibly.
That's true.
All right, burn through that. That was fun. But yeah, we're a ways still on the stupid vehicles. I got to find more freaking vehicles, more vehicle magazines. Where are they? There. I'm at 7. To get to mini bikes, we need 20. It's not even close. I really want to make a freaking machete, because
A what?
machete.
Oh, machete.
Because we got the parts even for it, but yeah, I need 39 of those. We only got 14. Yeah, still got a long ways to go on that. Whoa! Somebody's popping the pin on a grenade. What the hell?
I'm just doing a little remodeling, that's all.
Oh, I see. Oh,
With the grenade.
you are upgrading, huh? Oh, that fixed it when you upgraded it.
No. I changed it. I took
you
it out
did,
and put
okay.
a different block in there. That's different.
I kind of like this because you can't fall out, and it gives you just that little bit more.
Do you like that grading more? I mean, because you could do all of it.
Yeah,
I like that.
Kind of. Is there an in between one? I mean, we don't have to do it on this one, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, there's full.
So we can make the shark cage more like that. I mean, maybe keep this floor for my anxiety if I'm standing on it. I feel like I could slip pretty easy if it's that wide. I'd have to be like a acrobat. If you slip, it could hurt you. So, anyways, all right. Yeah, the next one, remind me, I'll try to do that. But I would, yeah. What level are you? Are you stealing all the upgrade? Where are we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. I know you want to ditch. Let's see. Oh, you're only 4 levels ahead of me. And then he starts upgrading to get even farther.
I'm just doing stuff. I'm bored.
I know, I'm bored too. That's why I was. Oh, I need the. Did you give me the stuff? You did. Wow. See, there we go. Yeah, we'll just keep this. This is ready. Yep. Well, I guess we're not going to get a Joe. So
He might be here. He comes in late a couple times before. So.
all right, we'll wait till morning, and then we'll tell you the campground story. And you can relay it to Joe next time you see him when he's complaining that we didn't start thing. Oh, I'm out.
That's all
Okay,
for you, man. You need more? Here.
Yeah, I got 6.
T-Dub said I had a crack of tales from the Galaxy's Edge after you mentioned it last time.
Okay, so you've played it. What do you think? What? Tell me. Tell me. Again, Darrell and I have like 5 minutes worth of gameplay in that because we only got to play it at the Quest experience.
It would be a fun game to play through.
It would. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. I don't remember what day was restock day. I think it was 25. Yeah, Tales from Galaxy's Edge. Oh, we got a moon. Still hydrating from the camping trip. So we basically went camping this weekend. I guess I'll tell it and then Joe can watch the replay. But we went camping. It was Brenda, me, and then Darrell showed up as soon as he could after work. And, yeah, so we were gone. And so we hauled butt this morning. We were still camping this morning. We went out for a quick kayak early. I think we went out about, what time did you get up? About 7? I think I was about 6:30 when I got up.
About 7.
So we all went out. We just kind of floated across the lake, and then we had to paddle back. We popped a sail and just all floated together. But we were trying to get back because I know Joe tells me all the time he's waiting for the live stream to start. So I feel guilty all the time. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get back for Joe. And then we know you'll show up. We appreciate that. And then last time we had a few others with GT and Farmer were here, so we're all excited and get back. And it's like hauling butt to get back home, get the stuff out of the truck at least to where if it rains or whatever, stuff's kind of put away. So we did all that. I got on. I think it was 2:02. So I achieved my goal of almost getting back by 2. And then I was like, where's everybody? And then we were excited when you showed up. So, but that was it. That was our crazy. Darrell trying to get back, me getting back. I had just enough time to take a shower, so I didn't look like I'd been camping for 3 days. So, anyways. All right, so T-Dub says I can read it since I'm bored right now, too. Got nothing going on. Oh, it's almost morning. Okay, so Galaxy's Edge. It's okay, but for the...
It says as a game,
as
it's
a
okay,
game.
But for the fans, it's a great experience.
Okay. No, we don't glamp. We either go above glamping, which was what we did in Montana, which is ridiculous. It's like a resort. Or no, we tent camp. Yeah, we're real life campers. Like, no showers, no nothing. The food's in a cooler. We cook on the stove out. We have a little Coleman stove that we cook outside. So I don't think any part of what we do is glamping. Can you think of any part of our deal that's glamping? I don't think so.
I'd say no.
I mean, we eat really good. Brenda goes shopping and gets really cool food. So the first night we had fajitas, delicious, beef fajitas, and then last night we did the burgers and dogs. So, and then we always have good sandwiches midday and have a little breakfast, oatmeal or whatever. So we eat well out there. That's probably the closest thing to glamping. But yeah, we don't have the 20-foot, or I guess now it would be a 45-foot trailer with the full air conditioning and all that stuff. Okay, let me Oh, did you drop? Because you're... Oh,
No.
it's weird. So it's weird when you just stand on the ladder, and I think I do the same thing. I think that's part of this new one too. You look like you're moving, which is this is... Am I moving my legs right now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I'm not even moving and my legs are wiggling. So that's what he does when he drops sometimes, and it freaks me out because I'm like, oh no, what happened? All right, I will go see... You need more gas, right? Keep doing the gas thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be terrible.
Okay, I'm cleared out there. Okay. He keeps throwing grenades.
T-Dub says, sounds great. How it should be. Next best thing to one with nature.
Yeah. I'm not a big camper. I mean, I don't mind it. We did it a lot when I was younger. Being in Colorado, we are blessed with amazing vistas and views and places to camp. So, yeah, I'm definitely privileged to be here. But Brenda, my better half, she absolutely loves it, and she gets a big... She recharges her battery pretty hard when she's hiking. She goes up, and she'll always hike. She'll get up, like, at sunrise and, like, hike for 5 miles, 6 miles. I'm still sleeping. And then I get up, and I make like, some oatmeal, warm some water up, and about the time she's getting back. Keep in mind, it's been about 3 hours since she left, so, but I really like kayaking. I like being out on the water, so that's kind of where I enjoy it. But
Next step is kayak camp.
we want a kayak camp. But the problem, so in the U.S., here's what sucks. Since COVID, they instituted a reservation system for pretty much all of the campgrounds. So you have to get on there way ahead of time and claim your weekend. Well, we've tried it. And the problem we have is that, like, as soon as they become available, I don't know if it's bots or what's going on, but basically the campsites are gone. So the only other option is, like, this weekend we went to a first come first serve, and we got lucky enough to get a really cool spot. But if there's like what is it? It's just called boondock camping. You can go out on the forestry land, and you don't need a reservation because we want to take the kayaks out. Dispersed, that's it. We want to take the kayaks out and not like, okay, we have to get to this place and camp there. We want to be like out on the kayaks and go, oh, this looks like a cool place. Let's camp here. So we want to be a little more adventurous, and you can't really do that with the system now. So,
Well, another issue is that lakes are popular.
yeah.
So if you get money from just taking something on a lake and making a camp spot, and then people have to rent it. So
Yeah.
the big lakes, difficult to do anything like that around the bigger lakes.
This police car is breaking all
There's
your
no
electrics.
your
Joe! Sorry, that's too loud. Joe! All right. Now I feel like we got the gang together. Now it's like I got the band back together. We got Joe back. What is up, Joe? I was just telling T-Dub we busted our butts to get the live stream on time because we were out camping. We were just talking about camping. So we cut our camp visit just a little short so we could be here at 2 o'clock. And then I was bummed because you weren't here. I thought, oh, man. So, all right, we got the band back together. So we were just talking about kayak camping. That's what you're in the middle of.
working on a house. What a mess, says Joe.
I figured either that or the H3. Tell me about the H3. Tell me it's in good shape and everything's fine, please. Let's see. Oh wow, I will wear metal leggings over. What's your yoga pants? What yoga pants, level of yoga pant did I give you?
Added leg armor?
Yes.
Added leg armor level 3.
3, okay. That's what I got. All right, this one didn't. Mine is an armor rating of 5.9. And if I remember right, I gave you the better. Oh, I need to go here. That's what I'm doing. Standing out here. Modify. Carry that. All right, there we go. You might have to work on your lock picking because, man,
Burning them?
I'm burning them. That's all right. You can make them easy, so I don't feel as guilty burning them now. Working on the house. So you're working on the house to get room for the H3? And have you at least been able to open those boxes up and see if everything looks okay? There we go. Here's that fire station that Jeff likes to set up at. Kind of getting into town here. It's probably not the best plan, but and it's charred. It's a dead body. Radiator. Let's make sure there's no zombies hanging out. Okay. You wanted fat, right?
Yeah.
Don't I get fat from? I don't get fat from dead bodies. Oh, thought I did. Oh, I got a little bit. I guess it must be kind of random. Okay. All right, T-Dub. Oh, they're talking. We have the Lake District, which is like a mini Colorado National Park. Nice. Have you heard of the Coast to Coast Walk? No, I have not. Joe's saying something too. I can't quite. My screen.
Oh, I got a zombie.
Yeah, no worries. We'll get to you guys. I think I'm getting more fuel. I don't know.
Oh,
All right.
tile in kitchen sadly buckled and lifted about a half inch right in front of the kitchen sink.
Oh, what
Removed
happened?
About 37 tiles for so far, broke 3,
Got
and
flooded?
only have about that many replacements left. He says the tile in the kitchen suddenly buckled and lifted about a half.
Well, that's weird. Had to be water or something, right? Getting under it?
Necessarily, I mean,
All right, that's Darrell's department, not mine.
ooh,
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Joe.
that sucks.
I'm running out of cars over here. I'm gonna have to hit
How are
the
we on
highway.
vehicles?
Well, that's what I was
I-
saying. We still need. I need to put points into it. So if we want to
And-
make a focus on vehicles, I need lots more of those vehicle magazines. Which means if we hit passing gases, you know, we have a better chance to do
Joe
this.
says been cutting and grinding.
Oh, does this? Are we on the H? Is this for the panel? I'm assuming this is for your plate things, the floor tiles. Assuming that's the tiles, right? Not the H2 or H3.
Yeah, it'd be the kitchen, Mark. No,
Yeah.
Joe says it appears that the thin set was a bad batch and gave up the ghost, as the saying goes.
Oh, there it goes. Oh,
Not kitchen grout and old thinnest.
okay. I got an AK.
Nice.
So,
That'll be
okay.
good for cops.
Yep. We can talk about if you want it or I. Oh, I'm the guy that watches the cops, huh? I'm the cop patrol.
That's for you.
Okay.
That's your jam and toast.
Let's see what that gets us. 60 round magazine. I can put the drum magazine on it. All right, let's take a look at this glorious thing. 60 rounds. Yeah.
Joe says not H3.
I'm definitely going to die now. Yeah, I just wondered if you had a chance to look at your H3 and see how it looked. Nope, Joe's going crazy.
Not H3, been cutting, grout, and grinding the old thin set.
Well, if you guys have any interest, I have tried the crystal. I can share with you my perspective on it if you're interested. If not, we can just keep playing our game. All right, 600 gas.
Dub says it's always a gamble knowing how many spare tiles to buy in the event
Right.
when you need to place some.
Sit your ass down, chicken. There you go.
Joe says I took the parts out of the wet boxes. Oh, I hate wet cardboard.
Yeah, it looked a little. I mean, did the parts look okay? They didn't look rusted or anything. What parts were in that damaged part? Was it just framework more than anything? Not Horde Night, just FYI.
Not overnight.
Might actually get caught back up on our Molotovs.
Joe says mostly metal parts and a few cords, and the energy stop. Oh, the emergency stop, not
Okay.
energy.
Gotcha. So not the motors. All right, so it looks like you might be okay then. That's the problem with those heavy boxes. I'm sure you realize how heavy they are now. Shippers don't really ship them well or handle them carefully or anything. I've seen forklifts run through them. It's like, oh my goodness. Were we getting low on wood or are we still pretty good?
Probably a little bit.
All right,
I don't know.
I hit some of these.
Ooh, Joe says I have not had a chance to look for rust yet. That will happen tomorrow.
You cut out my what?
Might be.
Oh,
Joe says the boxes were a mess. You say you see the pics. The insides were not much better. Boxes.
it looked like it was really just one corner on the pics that was really bad. The other ones didn't look quite as bad from what I could see. I guess we got lucky. Our boxes came in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Should be packed decently.
Yeah. I know they had a lot of trouble when they were doing the SFU swaps. I don't know if it was FedEx, DHL. I don't know which one it was, but they were not being careful with them at all, and it was bending shafts and stuff. So I think they redesigned their shipping containers. But on the H series, they should have had that down pretty good because they've been shipping those for a while now. I might need to put some stuff in my bicycle since I can. Just a little encumbered. We want the storage. Thank you. Storage is what we need. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. Put the gun up in there. Another engine. Wow. Getting lots of parts. We'll get all that later. I'm encumbered. I know I'm encumbered. That's why I'm putting stuff in the bike. What won't we get much of? That's 3. Yeah, we'll wait for that that hits. All right. I think there's a car down here. There's going to be a zombie.
Joe says on end, and that was soaked about halfway from the end. On the end, the longitudinal strap was not even across the end when I arrived.
Oh shit.
Or the strap said, but it may be okay.
Okay.
It says, does it ship from Canada?
No.
Joe says, tell us about the crystal, please. ...
Oh, all right. Joe wants to know about the crystal.
Ships from Ukraine. All right.
Yeah. So, crystal. I've only used a little bit. Again, trying to get a review done. I've got the unboxing filmed. So, hence, you guys wanted the unboxing. So, we did do that. I will tell you, it is the best visuals I've ever seen in a VR headset. No doubt. It is amazing. So, I played Elite Dangerous. The blacks were black. It's interesting. So, you have settings on the local dimming. You can put it on extreme, which is what I did for Elite Dangerous. And it was pretty black. Didn't see a lot of bloom. So, that was good. In the DCS, in the vehicles, it was almost too contrasty, so I bounced it down to, I think, balanced, and it looks just like the Arrow. Essentially, the visuals are pretty much exactly the same. I would say it's almost Chevy versus Ford on the visual quality for the Arrow versus the Crystal, aside from the local dimming. The local dimming makes a huge difference, and aside from the field of view. So you get a bigger field of view with the Crystal, definitely vertical. Feels about the same horizontal to me, and I've got to do a little more A/B testing to see if I'm just imagining things or not. But I will tell you, in all the time, so here comes the bad side of it, in all the time I've ever played VR or done VR, I've never had to stop using a headset because of discomfort. And this thing, I don't know what the heck, the ergonomics on it. So right here above my forehead, I just started, it was like pressure, and it hurt. I was starting to get like a headache after maybe an hour, hour and a half, maybe two, somewhere in there. And then the pressure right here, the Arrow put a little pressure here, but it wasn't something that caused me to have to stop. This thing, I had to take the headset off. It hurt so bad. But the visuals are so good that I've got to figure out a way to make it work. So thankfully, Studio Form VR had sent me a balancing kit for the Arrow, and they had sent me a head strap to also put on. It's called an Apache head strap, I think. And it was, thank God I had that, because I was able to put that on the Crystal, and that at least allowed me to get back into it and play with a little bit more. So Darrell, you tried it on. Talk to them about your feeling of what it was like when you put it on. He hasn't tried the headset yet as far as the visuals. He just put the headset on when he saw what I was, showing him.
In my opinion, I think that they focused all on the technology. The tech that they put in it is amazing, but they kind of skipped out on the ergonomics of it.
Yeah.
The comfort.
Yeah. It's like they just used the same design they've always used. They've had that design forever on all their Pimaxes. I mean, I'm sure they had to tweak it a little bit. Oh, I got some pants. But yeah, I agree with you on that. But anyways, yeah, talk about how big it is and all that kind of stuff that surprised you.
It is big. I mean, it's a big headset. I don't know. It's big.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, Joe says, wait, question mark. Wow, that is terrible. Maybe use counterweight. And then T-Dub says, hopefully VR cover will release a new gasket.
Well, yeah. So, and that's the other thing. So let's talk a little bit about that. If you have any kind of glasses, there is no room between your eye and the lenses. I mean, it is really tight. Like Darrell even said, you thought you felt your eyelashes hitting the lens, right?
Yeah.
So if you,
I can absolutely feel my eyelashes hitting the.
So I think if you have a very minor prescription, you could probably get some VR lens covers or lens adapters. But if you have an extreme one like I have, I don't even think I can get lens covers in there or lens adapters, prescription lenses, because it's just, I mean, there's just no room. And I even talked to the company because I ordered some from Hans VR, and they're sending me a batch to try out tomorrow because they've had that same complaint. They've done a redesign trying to get it smaller. And if you have a small IPD, I don't know what your IPD is. The other thing is, I think if you have a small IPD, those lenses are so big that it's gonna kind of press on your nose with prescription adapters on it.
It just feels loose. I think the whole thing feels like horizontally, it's just not stable on your head.
No, it's not. It is definitely not stable on your head. If I do this in it, there's so much weight, and it just bangs the side of my nose. I mean, I got a big schnoz anyways, but it just bangs the side of my nose. Not to where I feel like it's going to break my nose or anything, but it's definitely not comfortable. It's definitely like, okay. So it's like somebody smacking the side of your nose, with a plastic pan or something. I don't know, but it's weird. And then I'm trying to think. Oh, I got a flaming mod. You have a flaming mod already, don't you?
Yeah, on the sledgehammer.
Yeah, I thought you did. So, but again, let me come back to the visuals are so good. I've got to find a way to make it work. I have to. It is such good visuals. It's amazing. It was everything I had hoped. I'll get a crossbow, a knife guy. Okay. It was everything I had hoped that the arrow would have been. And I'm going to do a first impressions. Again, I'm going to try to get that out next week for you guys. But it just, I don't want to say it was a disappointment because the visuals were so good, but it was
a mixed bag.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag for sure.
Let's see. Joe says, "What is your prescription about a -5 or 6?" And then he says, "Need a fight helmet and for the crystal to look like the new buds, new style HUD."
Yeah. Well, but you don't want all that weight in. I mean, that's the other thing. This thing, the crystal has amazing. It's off ear. So that's nice. So you're not stuffed in. The volume, the sound is good quality. I wish it would be a little louder. It's not quite as loud as I would like. Of course, I had years of driving race cars, so my hearing's not the best either. But it sounds good. That DMAS option, quality-wise, sounds good. And then we haven't talked about the battery.
Yeah.
So the battery is one of the things I was most excited about, because I've done room scale in the Vive Pro, and you always have to shut it down and basically stop the game, switch the battery out, and all that stuff. So I was real excited because this one has that battery compartment in the back, and my hope was that you could actually it's got a hot swappable battery. I was hoping you'd be able to get to a position where you'd be able to take the battery out and put the new one in very easily. I don't know who designed the clips on these things, but it's, again, back to the ergonomics like Darrell's talking about. So it's weird. So it's got those buttons. You've probably seen it. It's kind of got like ridged buttons on the side, but they don't push in. They swivel. They're on a pivot. So you have to push forward. So imagine you got clips. Like, okay, these are clips. Hopefully you guys can see it. So these are like the clips that the battery uses, and my fist is kind of the button. So ideally what you would do is, if it was done right, you would push them in, and the clips would move together, and you pull the battery out, right? They don't do that. They're hinged, kind of. Not even hinged. It's in the molded plastic. What you have to do is you have to kind of push, like if this is one button, you have to kind of push it this way to get the clamp to release. Well, the problem is, if you're trying to pull the battery out, you're having to push forward and pull at the same time. It totally doesn't make any sense. So I don't know who designed that, but it was like, oh my goodness. It's so close. It's so close to being right. The good news is that would be fixable on a battery. So either an aftermarket person or somebody down the road, or Pimax maybe, all that you have to do is make those clips totally independent of the plastic housing, put springs in them, and you could make them, you could even make it to where you can likely just pop it in. Like, you wouldn't even have to push the buttons to pop it in. It would go in and feed those clips and just pop into place. But right now, as it stands, the batteries, you're definitely going to have to take the headset off to swap batteries. It's unbelievably cumbersome. I was shocked, and really bummed me out because that was one of the big things I was so excited about was the battery stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, Darrell kind of analyzed it. I was looking at it, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Am I seeing this right? Oh, oh, hey, woke somebody up.
No, Joe says if wait, sorry, hold on. Flat helmet with a HUD. If not for the blooming, I would probably go for the big screen. Then T-Dub says, so we still await someone to release a HDM or an HMD that gets everything right, i.e. optics, comfort, audio.
Yeah.
There Joe says, rotating release clamp of sorts. Exactly, T-Dub. And then
You don't even need a rotating release. All you need to do is make those buttons go in instead of pivot. That's all you.
yeah, it's just pivoting on the it's using the plastic housing as a hinge.
Which will wear out
And
eventually.
it will wear out eventually. To depress the detent to release the battery.
Yeah, it's
Not user friendly.
no, and you'll see on the video because I fight with it quite a bit, and I mean, and the problem is it's a little too wide to. If it was a button that pushed in, it would be perfect because you could almost get up there and push the buttons in and release it with one hand. The way it is now, having to tilt it weird, you can't really do it with one hand. It's really strange. So so not impressed with that. But again, the visuals are so damn good. I got to figure out a way to make it work. So the other problem is the top strap, and this falls into it too. So the top strap that goes from here to here is about the consistency of the elastic of your underwear, assuming you wear underwear. I guess that's a assumption I shouldn't make, but it's about the consistency of my underwear. There you go. So it's not like a firm strap like all the other headsets have. It's a really elastic strap, so it doesn't support you either way. So you got all the weight. You've got this really flimsy top strap. It does dial down, but it's just a mess. I mean, again, I've played a lot. I've never not been able to handle playing a VR headset, and I had to stop playing it. It hurt so bad. I had to. Now, again, this funky face, that's one of the reasons I wanted Darrell to try it, and he didn't try it for a long period, so I don't know if he'd get the same pressure points I did. But for my face, it didn't work. Fortunately, if you're far more better looking than I am, maybe you won't have any problems. Your results may vary, but for me, I couldn't do it.
Yep says Boo Boo VR may fabricate something.
Yeah.
And then Nojo says I was saying it is a routing style for release, a rotating style of release.
Yeah.
I agree. It needs to be a push-in button.
Yeah. Again, I don't think you need anything drastic. They just need to mold that battery properly, and I don't think it's an issue at all. So, but yeah, it was really shocking. So, and the other thing, and this was a personal thing, because I couldn't use any prescription, I had to pop my contact lenses in, and with my contact lenses, I can't read anything if I've got my contact lenses in. So just bouncing between it and the thing. Now, what I will tell you is the binocular overlap on it is amazing. Again, best visuals I've ever seen. So it's got a really good feel on that. What else can I tell you about? I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about the headset. Ooh, got more stuff. Ooh, I'm full. All right, armor piercing. That looks like something I should read. Knife guy is definitely something I should read. So I'm trying to think what else I can tell you. So the weight is decent. I mean, I don't think the issue is much of a weight problem. I mean, that's certainly part of it, especially when you do this. But I think it's just not really a good support. So, Yeah, that's kind of where that lands. So my prescription, I think, if I remember right, is like a 7.2. I mean, my eyes are really bad, so I think I've got like a 7.2 prescription if I remember right from the order. So like a negative 7.2, 7.2. So yeah, you're not going to be able to wear any kind of glasses in there. And so what I did do also, so the foam's pretty thin. That's part of it too, because you have it's 11 millimeter foam, and that doesn't give you much cushion. And I am using the cushion with the forehead. There's a performance cushion that's the standard, and they have the one that sits more on your forehead. I'm using that one, but it still hurts. And so I did order a 15 millimeter, which I think the thickness will help get the headset away a little bit. It's probably going to impact the FOV. You know, you're going to lose a little of that, but I've got to get those out a little bit just so I can take some of the pressure off, have a little more padding, and then hopefully be able to still get some prescription lenses in there. So I can tell you software-wise, that thing installed beautifully. I didn't even uninstall the Vario. I wanted to see if it would, you know, how it would act with Vario software still installed. It installed great, and I'm hoping it looks like there's built-in motion compensation built into the software, but it needs the index faceplate to use it. So I'm hopeful that that might be a thing too. This might be a solution for motion compensation, which we've been fighting. So, but I won't know that until the index. I think the index plate comes out sometime this month. So really, until that comes in, it's going to be hard to do a lot of testing. The tracking I messed with a little bit. I'd say it's on par with what the G2, the HP G2 is. It's not bad. It does lose it every once in a while, but it's not horrendous. So the tracking was okay. The controllers are super light, and software installed fine. Can I get to it? And I don't know, any more questions? I'm doing my rant thing again.
Yeah, you are. Joe says one reviewer said he really wanted to like the crystal, but he just could not get there. T-Dub says, could you wear a thin beanie to help with the forehead pressure, or would that be too hot?
It would be too hot for me.
Or not, sorry. Another Joe says, great idea, T-Dub. Maybe a mesh beanie attached to the headset.
I don't know if a beanie would help because I think there's so much weight on that. I mean, I definitely couldn't do it because I already get hot. And that's the other thing I can tell you that I really missed in the headset once I put it on. I missed that arrow, the fan for the arrow. I mean, it just kind of gives you that air and it keeps everything cool. When I put this thing on, it's just the lenses are fogging up. It's just like I said with my HP G2, you know, because I run hot anyways. So it took a while to get the fog, get everything, you know, acclimated and not have a fog experience. So I really missed that side of it. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a beanie would help, or even, you know, like I said, I put so that VR the studio form, it's basically a headband, and it basically sits kind of probably where the beanie would be. So it allows you to get the pressure more up here. And so that helped tremendously. In fact, I emailed the guy at Studio Form, and I even told him, I'm like, hey, there might be an opportunity here because, you know, you basically, they don't have the right hookup. And I think you can undo that underwear elastic strap, and you would be able to put one in, I think, that would actually sit on your head and not be too bad. So that's kind of, you know, for whatever that's worth. All right. Anything else, Darrell? I don't want to miss anything if they're...
I don't think so.
Okay.
T-Dub says cute wear thin beanie and blah blah blah. Another Joe says great idea to maybe a mesh beanie attached to the headset.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to come up with something. It's definitely worth it. I mean, the visuals are really good. I can't express to you guys. That's where it's really mixed because, like you said, that one reviewer said he really wanted to like it. It's hard because, man, the visuals are totally there. I mean, they've got that part pretty well down. I could actually see the top of the screen And again, maybe it's just my weird head shape, because I know people were saying they couldn't see the top of the screen. I could see the top of the screen, but it was pretty far up there. It was a very 4x3 aspect versus the Arrow feels more letterbox. This is a lot more 4x3 aspect. And but yeah, the visuals. So as it stands right now, if you're big on the local dimming and you need to have it, and again, this is what makes me so mad about the Vario. If they would just implement the local dimming, then the only real difference would be, do you really want the FOV, the vertical FOV? And really, you only need the vertical FOV if you're dogfighting. If you're just general aviation flying, most of the cockpits have a roof there. They're not open canopy, so you wouldn't even need that increased FOV unless you're going to be dogfighting. So if you weren't doing dogfighting and if you were racing right now, the Arrow, and you don't care about the local dimming, if they got the local dimming working in there, I'd almost be willing to recommend the Arrow over the Crystal, just because it's so much more comfortable and so much lighter. Weight wise, we kind of measured it, or I felt. So what I did is I took the Crystal, just sitting there, and I took my headset, this headset here, because I'm like, you're going to need an audio solution for the Arrow. So I took this headset, I left the balancing kit on it, which is another 200 grams, and the Crystal itself. And I felt it, and Darrell felt it, kind of. I don't have a gram scale, but the Crystal just feels a touch heavier, just a tick heavier than all of the headgear HMD of the Arrow. So weight-wise, they're very close when they're all there. And you thought so too, right? You thought that was...
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was interesting. But and again, I told you guys, I mean, that's why the unboxing, I told you I'm hypercritical on this stuff. And I knew I'd be disappointed in some aspect of the Crystal. But it did shock me, because I don't consider myself weak and all that, and the fact I had to, again, it was almost like I just had, like, somebody kind of popped me, not a full punch, but like somebody smacked me really hard, and I just had this sore spot on my forehead. In fact, it's still, I mean, it's not bad, but I was just like, how is this happening? But again, maybe I'm just a weirdo. Maybe I just have a very strange head shape and they didn't have this problem with anybody else. I don't know. But it was interesting.
Well, I mean, I agree with. I mean, I can see where it's doing that, and it does a little for me.
Okay.
But the side to side, the horizontal play in the headset, we've got two very different shaped heads, and it still seems to do it for both of us. So
yeah.
T-Dub says fitting is subjective to face shape, and it absolutely is. But yeah, I definitely think that there could have been a little. Could have been better.
I haven't seen many other reviewers, and I haven't watched a ton of Crystal reviews, because I don't like being influenced by what other people say. I want to give you what my opinion is. But the few I've watched, I haven't seen very many other people really complain. I think I saw one guy kind of talk about it being uncomfortable, but I haven't heard anybody talk about how it's so uncomfortable they can't wear it. So this may be a very unique to me thing. Very well could be. So I don't know. But that's definitely what we're experiencing now, or I'm experiencing. And I'll get in it more. I'll do more with it. Again, I'm kind of like, I mean, like I said, if it's got the motion compensation built in and I can get this thing comfortable,
I think we'll be able to get it comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you can change relatively inexpensively. I mean, it's not like you're not adding different screens or even lenses or anything like that.
And that's the cool thing, is that the visuals are right. That's the hardest thing to get right. So that's why I say, versus going, I'm giving up on this, it's like, no, we'll figure out a way to make it work. Because even if I stay with the Arrow for the sims, this thing is such a massive leap for room scale. Because again, I'm using the Vive Pro. I mean, it doesn't even compare. The quality is just there, like it should be. So, we'll find a way to make it work. I'm definitely not going to give up on it. What I'm really wondering, if the 12K that they're coming out with, in the future, if they don't do something with the ergonomics, and if that thing's even heavier, which I don't know if it will be, because I don't think they're using glass lenses, But if that thing's much heavier, man, that's going to be really uncomfortable for me to wear. So, again, not sure. Might just be a me problem, but that's the takeaway so far. So I haven't spent 100 hours in this thing because it's just not comfortable enough for me to do that.
P-Dub says, what is the gasket material? Is it pleather or foam?
It's that foam. It's like that standard. If you ever had the old Vive or the Vive Pro, it's just that foam. So, and I was looking to see if I could find. I'm sure VR Cover is going to come out with something. It's just going to take time. But yeah, it's just that cheapy foam. It doesn't feel bad. I mean, you know, it never bothered me really on the Vive Pro either. It's like, okay, it kind of works. But yeah, it's just kind of it's interesting, and you'll see in the review. But the quality's decent, but it's definitely not high-end quality on all the materials. They're not low-end quality either. They're just kind of average, kind of what you see everything made of. So, and again, it's going to be interesting to compare it because if you don't have like index lighthouses and all that stuff, this makes a lot more sense to get. Because again, the visuals are basically the same. The visual quality between the Arrow and the Crystal are pretty much on par with each other, aside from those things I talked about. But I'm such a big local dimming guy. I definitely want to use the Crystal for everything. Because Elite Dangerous, oh, it almost brought me to tears. It was so beautiful. Because I've been flying that thing in the gray for so long with all the other headsets. And that thing was just, oh, it was gorgeous. So, you know, there you go.
I'll have to do a side-by-side with the Vive.
Oh, interesting.
To the just because it's OLED.
Yeah, and I looked pretty hard for blooming, and I didn't. It's hard in Elite because they kind of have a built-in blooming. But what's so cool, because here's how, this is why I hate local dimming. You're in the black, you know, you've got the headset itself here, and then you got the screens here, and you can always see the seam where the screen, you know, where screen stops and it goes to headset. It's like pitch black, and then you always see that gray. No matter what you do, there's always that gray seam where it's seeing the edge. This thing, I was looking at it, and in space, it's like it was black. Like in the menus, I think I was messing with it. So the menu was split up and had a little bloom, but I think that's actually in the graphics set. I don't think that was in the. I don't think that was like bloom from the backlighting as much as it's the way the graphic is set in there. Because in space, I didn't see any of that blooming, but it was black. I mean, it was like black, and then it faded to that gray with whatever graphic. And I was like, that's when I was just like, okay, they got the blacks. They've got the blacks. So, very excited about that. What time is it? 19:24. I guess, should I go
Party?
Go party. Go to the trader. Is that? Oh man, I need to make some more. You know what? I'm gonna wait. Because we need to take more money. I gotta go hit some banks. Oh look, magically more lockpicks showed up. I love when lockpicks just show up in my inventory.
Are you watching your XP rolling?
No, we got some good XP going. Oh, what are you doing?
On zombies?
Do we have friends outside I need to come play with?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Come on down. I didn't know you're at the house.
Yeah, I just got in the house. Let me take a quick hit of some meat stew real quick, so I have my stamina. Yeah, let's
I don't have
play.
any stamina.
Are you thirsty or hungry?
Yes.
You want to bring you some here? I killed these guys. Red tea. And what do you want? What do you feel like? Are you way low?
Red tea and a meat stew is fine. You might be almost out though of XP.
Oh, you're killing them all.
I'm trying to leave you some. There's one over here.
Oh, here, come eat. Come here. I got you 2 of each. That way you can have one on you. Oh, it sounds like there's another one somewhere.
Yeah, there's 2.
Come on, get up. Oh, he bled out. Oh, drive-by. Boom.
I missed him.
Come on, Dizzle.
Again.
There he is. That's it.
Hey, what do you have for chest armor?
Good question. I've got scrap, level 3.
Here.
What you got? Scrap level 4. That would be better than level 3.
Indeed.
All right. Let's get this.
Oh, sorry guys, I've been ignoring. T-Dub says sounds like Pimax need to run with this and develop it rather than have half a dozen headsets on the go. Know Your Joe says so. Knowing what you know now, would you buy it again, or wait for improvements?
No, I'd buy it again because they're not going to improve anything for a while. They're still working on the 12K, and that isn't even a thing yet. So you're not going to see an improved headset from Pimax for a while. And again, the important stuff with the tech and the visuals are there. I mean, and it's modular, and it's going to be, wireless, and all that stuff. So it's index lighthouse based capable with the new faceplate. I mean, it's all the things that tick the boxes for me. We just got to figure out the comfort thing. So yeah, I mean, I want to use this. I hate not having local dimming. Glare and local dimming are some of my absolute biggest annoyances. I love blacks. And so for me, probably the average person that might not ever do space games, if you don't do horror or space games or night stuff, you're never going to notice local dimming. If all you do is daytime scenes and daytime racing or daytime flying, you're never going to even notice the local dimming. It's just those people that play Elite Dangerous, games like that it's a problem. So, it's interesting though. I mean, and again, if you don't have any lighthouses or any of that, because that's the other cool thing, it comes with the controllers. So you've got inside-out tracking on the headset, you've got the audio solution built in, and you've got the controllers. So it's an all-in-one solution for like $500 less. So for somebody that doesn't have any of that, it absolutely makes sense. But hey, Darrell, what happened over here? This looks all flat now.
Right.
Oh, what do you got? What are you doing with these?
With what?
These floaty ones. We probably should go back.
Yeah. Working on
Can
it.
I hit them? Or are you having to blow them up? Ooh.
No, I found a way out of it.
Okay. Alien. What, are you throwing grenades at them? Oh, it's the eraser. The wood eraser?
Yep.
Alright.
It's so weird that you can just jump on them, though.
I am watching you, so. Alright, should we run back? It is 21:13.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, we are ready to,
Yeah, now we just need materials. Where the hell did I put my bike? Well, I think I might have left my bike at the house.
at the house.
Yep.
Joe says, so like the Ducati 916, great for about 1.5 hours and then gotta take a break. What are the floaty things, he asks, and then T-Dub says, to digress, have you seen the mod for high-res remasters of TIE Fighter with VR support? Looks very nice.
Really? No, I haven't. Are they doing X-Wing and that stuff too? That would, yeah, I would definitely be interested in that. I'm so excited to get back into Skyrim and stuff for room scale. I so miss that. That's like one of my favorite adventures. And then again, I still got Half-Life Alyx sitting there that I've not ever touched because I was waiting for the right headset. So, no, T-Dub, as far as, and you were asking, was T-Dub asking about waiting, or was that Joe?
I think Joe was asking about weight.
So, I mean, again, if you have the G2, have you used it yet? That's the other thing. We have to ask him every time. I'm sure with your house stuff you haven't. I'm sure you've been a little busy. You got to get into your G2 before you see how you like that. It's not worth spending the money on one of these. So in your case, depending on how the G2 runs, it might be worth waiting because you've got a good headset. It just depends on how you feel about your G2 when you use it. So once you use it, I think we can answer that better. And then I think T-Dub was using a G2 also, weren't you, T-Dub? I think T-Dub. I don't remember. We've got so many people that I've talked to about this stuff. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'll definitely look at TIE Fighter. That's going way back. I love the hell out of... I did the remastered of X-Wing Alliance. That was kind of that story-based one. And I never got out of the Death Star. I got all the way to the Death Star, and I never made it out. I kept crashing into... I think there were like shipping containers or something in the Death Star. I'm like, hey, I never saw these in the movie. But maybe I'd do better in VR. Yeah, so don't even worry about ordering a new headset, Joe, until you try the G2 a little bit.
And not yet. Well, soon.
Oh, you're still using the Quest 2. See, I didn't want to insult you and say Quest 2 in case you weren't. So you're ready for an upgrade. T-Dub's definitely ready for an upgrade. So do you mostly do your Metastore stuff, or do you mostly do like Steam stuff? And I may have already asked you these questions. I apologize if I have. I do need to make some more repair kits. Now we're doing it. So what do we need to focus on to get our building materials going?
Well, do you want to do the base out of cobble like we have in the past?
We could. How much cement do we have?
Not nearly.
Tomorrow's a new trader day, so let me go over there and see if maybe he's got a little bit. What am I... Oh. Glue and metal. Metal. That's right. Do that if you don't have enough duct tape. There it is. Darrell's humming back there.
Looking.
Oh, wow. I got some iron. Are we low on iron again?
You probably could use more in there.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
How's another 4,000 sound? Oh, I need some more.
Well,
What's go?
for the Forge Ahead workstation stuff, I'm at level 16. We need to be 30 for a cement mixer. And 50 for a chemistry station.
Hey,
Oh, just I'd be right back, by the way.
All right.
T-Dub says,
Making arrows.
split down the middle. I do have a lot of Oculus Store. I refuse to say Meta. And annoyingly, I went with Oculus for my Elite VR key this time.
The good news is it goes on sale on Steam quite often for like $7.99. I don't know what level you get. I personally don't really like Odyssey, but if you can get Horizons, just buy it over there. Although his account's set. How much time do you have in Elite? There's the big question. Because if you're still new to it, change now. Because there's a lot of grinding. If you've got all your high-end cruisers and stuff, yeah, you might have to stick with your Oculus. How you doing for arrows, Darrell?
Oh. 26.
Here.
I could use a little more.
There's some on the floor for you. I'm making a bunch. Making 220, so. I think that Quest 3 is going to be a pretty good headset for most people. I think definitely from a Quest 2, you're going to see with those pancake optics. I'm assuming they're using basically the same pancake lenses that they used in the Pro. So if that's the case, it should look pretty good. Yeah, and I mean, if you're not simming, plus the thing's going to be a lot lighter. I don't know. It's a tough call. We're kind of getting in this weird zone where, I mean, the high-end VR stuff, you know, if you're a high-end VR enthusiast, yeah. And for Elite, I mean, Elite's beautiful if you can get the higher resolution stuff, but I don't... That would be the only thing you might run into the same problem, because if I remember right, the Quest Pro only does local dimming on a software by software basis, so the game has to program it. So you may be in the same boat as the Arrow guys, myself included, where you don't have that local dimming. And again, that for me, that's kind of a deal breaker. I hate that. So it might be a tough call if the Quest 3 doesn't really implement local dimming as well. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see when they announce it. See what they come out with.
Did you see where T-Dub said I'm going to ask Frontier if they'll swap me over to Steam?
Oh yeah. They might. How much have you done? How far are you in Elite Dangerous? That's what we need. We need to get all the viewers and just doing like an Elite Dangerous stream.
Yeah.
Getting the big ship and somebody can do the fighter, somebody can run the guns. I don't know. Sounds fun. Yeah, I agree on the meta thing too. Well, you can see my rant. I got a video about. I ranted about them changing the name to Meta. Was not a fan. God, yeah, we're still not to a point where we can build. I guess.
T-Dub said not enough to say to stay loyal. Know your Joe, T-Dub. I agree with the whole meta rename.
Yeah, so if they won't swap it over, just get it on Steam, or I don't know if they ever. Mine's directly. I bought my Elite directly from them. I actually bought in the early beta.
I wonder.
What's that?
I wonder if there's a way to do that without, and just use the key. Find your key in Oculus and download it in Steam.
Do the Steam add a program? Maybe. Yeah, there's a way to add programs to Steam, like add non-Steam games to library. That might work.
I feel like I did that with that Dragon Age game one time.
Okay.
Because, well, actually, I think it was hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. I'm curious.
T-Dub says, so I can kind of lean way over here and read it if there's no zombies. Trouble is I also bought the lifetime pass at release. Oh, so you're with me then. I bought in with the beta, so I'm like, yeah, I don't ever have to pay for anything in there again.
Oh yeah. So Dragon Age Origins, this game, I just downloaded and used your CD key off of the one. So that actually is your game.
Wow. See, Darrell's stealing stuff. Don't even know it.
You don't play the game. I never played the game either.
Oh, it's the big hands. That game has the characters have big hands. It's weird. It troubles me. It's like
odd thing, but okay.
It was, but I'm like, I can't. They've got these gargantuan man hands. All the characters. I'm like, this is weird. It looked like the story was decent, so I don't know. Dragon Age, tell Darrell if he should play it or not. Yeah, see if Elite, if they'll Frontier will swap that over. Because yeah, I hear you. Light fingers, Darrell. Yeah, I had no idea. See, makes me wonder what else he's stolen from me. Motion platform's still sitting there. All right, so that's good.
I actually think that I talked about that at one point. If
you might have,
there was a conversation.
There probably was. Again, old and senile. I can't even remember that T-Dub's using a G2. Or not G2, Quest 2. See, too many Gs and Quests and 2s and all that stuff. So, sorry about the live stream being... I hate nighttime. We got nothing to do. Once we get the other base going. And you have to have real life stuff. So, what do you think? One more day? When do they close? 6?
Yeah, they close at 6. I'll be able to run till 5. So yeah, one more
Let's
day.
do one. We'll do one more day, unless it's Horde night. If it's Horde night, we'll stop a little short because we like to have time to prep
Okay.
on Horde nights. So yeah, it'll be interesting, but you know, surprisingly, the weight of the crystal didn't really impact me, but it does feel loose. It doesn't feel tight, and with all that weight in the front, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It just, you know. So the other thing I'm somewhat not really concerned with, but something I want to try out is in race car games. You know, you get jostled pretty heavily in racing, and I want to see how that feels because if it's banging into my nose all
I'm
over
gonna
the
think
place,
it's gonna feel uncomfortable.
that's what I, you know, how uncomfortable. So, but with racing, to be honest, racing the Arrow is beautiful. That headset's perfect for racing. This is really for nighttime stuff, space stuff, dogfighting. That's really where the crystal plays in.
Great question.
Where is Jeff these days? Oh, we need to hook back with him again. We rushed here right from the camping, so I didn't even have time to touch base with him. I think we'll be getting him back soon. I know he's been playing some 7 days. I think he's still playing. Last I heard, he was trying to get to a year. He wanted to get to day 365 without dying. He had made it to 200 and something, and then he died. But I think yeah, we just been missing each other. We haven't had time to hook up. And again, between county fairs, camping, you know, the end of summer coming and all that, it's just been crazy. So, you know, we're probably gonna have. Am I here Wednesday? There's still probably going to be some other games. I'll try to announce them as soon as I know I'm not going to be able to make random game Wednesdays or 7 Days Sunday. I think next 7 Days Sunday is canceled. I think we have a camping trip planned, or I do. Darrell doesn't. So we should be around for random game Wednesday this week, which we've got a game we probably will play that we found that we're enjoying quite a bit. It's a PvP first-person shooter, so we might do that on random game Wednesday since it is random game. And then we'll skip 7 Days Sunday the next week. And I think I'm actually going to end up skipping the next random game Wednesday. So join us this Wednesday. Then we're probably going to take a couple episodes off. And then I'll have to reevaluate the schedule from there. But once we get out of summer, we'll definitely be, once winter comes around, we'll be doing this a lot more. So anyways. All right, T-Dub, he's asking, let's see. Oh, Know Your Joe. Need to ask Jeff a couple of questions about which car sim controls to use with the H3. Again, man, that's a whole nother topic. So, what's your budget? I mean, that's the first thing, Joe. What's your budget? Because that makes a huge difference on peripherals. I think we talked about that last time. Oh, Assetto Corsa. I need that too. I've just never used it. I got to get into Assetto Corsa one of these days. I know Assetto Corsa, Jeff says, doesn't have the best telemetry in certain aspects. I think he was talking about the heave, which you won't have on the H3, so you'll be fine probably with the H3. But he said for the H6, some of the telemetry is a little wonky. Oh, a Great Racing Humble Bundle. What's the Humble Bundle? I've bought a few things through there. What are you cooking? You cooking us some food?
Got some drinks going.
Okay. Let me do another yucca juice. Just to top that off. I'm going to take a couple red teas with me just to have them in a couple eggs and bakey just if I get in trouble out there.
You're up to 3 pumpkin cheesecakes.
Oh, okay. I would imagine our water supply is still good, isn't it?
Yeah. go. Did you check it?
I checked it when we locked in first
Yeah.
time. You ran over there.
T-Dub says that. No, you're Joe. I have that. Oh, you read that already.
Yep. It said, of course. Oh, no, it is. Wow, okay. One of them was full. So they fill up in about a day, it looks like.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, wow. Okay, glad I didn't mess around too much. Yeah, they're full up. All right. Oh, I think I hear a screamer. Yep. Okay, so that needs to be part of our nightly ritual, is checking the dew collectors. 18 waters. That helps. All right, I thought I heard. All right. I think we're okay. I kind of heard that kind of yeah, off in the distance.
No, Joe says I've been looking for something with good detail and feel with the lightest weight to mount on the H3.
So the finest detail everybody says is direct drive, but they are not the lightest. So again, I really like that new Logitech direct drive that came out. It's not stupid expensive like Fanatec and all that. If not, I'd probably look at a SimCube. Those are the smallest ones, but they're not cheap. And there were some bundles. I mean, go look at Fanatec and see. They were running some bundles there. Like a base system of theirs for about $400, $500, which is really affordable for their stuff. Stay away from Thrustmaster. Do not get the Thrustmaster set up. At least the wheel. I've heard nothing but bad things about that. And it's proprietary, so. Alright. I'm going to go. I'm going to give you some water here. Alright, you're watered up again. Alright, I'm going to go try to raid some. I'm going to go try to raid some more banks. Get some more cash.
Okay.
And then we'll check with the. What do we got here? We'll check with the trader. I guess ammo. I guess it is an ammo. All right. I'm leaving some extra arrows. I got 81 arrows in the ammo bin for you. All right. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Looks like you got a laser sight or something on you, huh?
I do.
Nice. All right.
No, Joe says SimCube. Ouch. $sign,
Yep.
$sign, LOL. Which
Mhm.
one was affordable in bundles? Said Fanatec, I think.
Yeah, Fanatec I think had some bundled. They had some bundled sales. I don't know if they're still going or not. But they had a baseline. It's their baseline stuff, but their baseline stuff's still pretty good. I don't think it was a direct drive though. It was a. I think it was a belt-driven base. Yeah, SimCubes are not cheap. That's why I said, what's your budget? Because they are serious about their racing sim stuff. Yeah, Fanatec.
You want to... What
Oh.
are you doing, Mark?
Got you a hunting rifle.
Where are you?
I'm right up front. Let's try and get you a little more gas on the way. What's...
You want to lay out...
Yeah. Oh, crap. Now you gotta make me remember it, though. What do you want to do with the... Well, let me go see. How much... Do we have enough cement to at least do the center cores of those?
Definitely not down low. No.
All right, let me go
I kind
see.
of doubt it.
Where are we? The trader isn't open yet, so
Yeah.
can go see what he's
But I
got.
mean that, I can still at least get some stuff going with it.
I think I still got stuff in the bike too. I don't think I cleared the bike out. It's foggy. All right, where did you want to put? Where are you thinking the drawbridge?
It's not going to line up with the front door, but the front door is kind of offset anyways because I want to be pretty much in the middle of this whole area.
Okay. I did not.
So, I mean,
do you have a hunting rifle right now?
yes.
Level 1?
Level 2.
Oh. I'll sell that one then.
I mean, I don't know. I would like here.
And if we're doing it, well, if we do the broad drawbridge on this berm, that's one less height we have to go to. So it's not so monstrously tall. Crap, what was that?
So I want to be in the middle. I want to be in the middle
Well, then
of this.
Okay, so where's your middle? Because that means we'll just do the drawbridge wherever. So
yeah.
Show me the middle square.
All right, let's see.
See, it's all about what Darrell wants. You guys see that? That's the middle from the back.
I think so. Let's check it out.
Okay. Because I think the drawbridge is 7. Let me just, out of curiosity here, see if we put on this edge.
Right there.
So that is the middle. Okay. This is not necessarily where this goes. I'm just testing it. Are you going to fill this in with all cement? Is this all going to be cemented in eventually?
Eventually, possibly.
The foundation. So we got to go up one higher than we would normally?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because I think it's 7. If I remember right, I think it's 3, 5. So that would be the drawbridge, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's right.
Yeah, I think I like it right there.
Okay, so that would be, this would be... Okay, so my whole point was... Okay, so that means the drawbridge can be back a little bit then. If that's the center, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so...
So the Joe says Fantech can get the 8 Newton meter 2 CSL wheels and the 2 CSL Elite pedals for just under $1,000, not including taxes or shipping, which the Fantech sale is going on now. With the Fantech sale going on now, the 8 Newton meter wheelbase is $299, but you got to get the steering wheel and the pedal set with it. T-Dub says it. So $3K plus for DOF and another grand for wheel set. Not a cheap hobby, is it? You are absolutely correct. Not cheap at all.
All right, this might be one block. I mean, it's. I had to go 8, so for that side.
Well,
so
give me my 4 corners to start. And we can kind of work around that.
All right, that should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just to let you folks know, Trader Joe's is now open.
So that's a start, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 between there. So that's that. And then 7 between here. So 1. Oh wow. All right, I don't know. I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 between it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this should be 8 between it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So this should come down this way.
No, you just says Monsters Inc. #1 impression. Nice job, Darrell.
So you keep him around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4.
Concrete
5,
mix
6,
is
7,
not cheap.
8. Does he have some?
It does.
Okay, there's your corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know that that's where the drawbridge goes, but we can key off of that. That doesn't matter at this point.
Ooh. So he's got a special job, the opening trade routes. Did you see that?
5, 6. No.
1.1 kilometer away. We are expanding trade routes to the east. Tell the folks at Trader Joe's that our routes are shiny and they will have a reward and more work for you.
Okay.
Accept it.
All right. Is it Horde Night yet? We don't know yet.
I don't know.
All right. So, I think this needs to be. Let's see. That's the leg. And we got. Basically, that's the framework. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this, so I believe. What do you? Oh yeah, there you go. I see what you got. Why are you? Oh, because that's the base. Okay. Yep, I'm with you now. You're mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be just a tick different than normal, but it's going to be cool.
I think. Oh boy. God, I'm gonna have to go back to the creative and just check. I don't remember how far out. So can you get away with not needing the tunnel to get under yet? Because I have to look at it.
For the drawbridge stuff?
Yeah,
That's fine.
because I don't remember.
I'm pulling up this block.
I know this isn't it.
Yeah, as long as we got the base structure going, that's all I really care about right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have. Because you got 1 already, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Yep, that should do it. All right, we're about to find out if it's Horde Night. All right, boys, what else? Let's see.
They're chatting a lot about shipping and stuff.
Okay.
Oh. T-Dub says, oh, I thought we had a doggy fella had hacked the stream.
Oh, doggy? Oh,
I don't.
sorry, I missed that. My counting. Like Sesame Street hacked it. 1, 2 block, 3 block, All right, let's do. All right, let's see if it turns red.
The stream is over.
Yeah, we gotta stop. All right, let me go get this cement real quick. So it's Horde Night, so we can't play it all the way through because we don't have time to play through Horde Night. So, all right, let's. Any questions you guys have left? I knew it was gonna be Horde Night. I freaking knew it.
I know it, yeah.
Like a lounge to you.
I guess I need to, if I'm buying, so I need to come back. Remind me, I need to come back and buy the cement that he has, but I want to use a.
Oh, dodgy, not doggy. That's a whole other channel, says T-Dub. Prices on the DOF drop back down. What? No, you just says prices on the DOF drop back down.
Did they? Okay. That's okay.
Kinda strange.
Yeah. So they got the discount again? Maybe they just got so much. That's crazy. They've added so much new stuff to that. That surprises me, but I don't know. I'm not in control of their marketing, what they do. All right, I'm going to come back here and buy. Well, at least get the cement bot. So this is your chance, guys, if you have any more questions about the crystal or anything else before we log out. Now is the time. All right, battery. I can probably sell some of these batteries. Holy crap. So this rifle, you got a better one, right?
Oh, I need a better pickaxe. Went back down on base models and reduced by another $50.
Okay. Wonder when that happened. All right, repair. Repair. That's repaired. What else we got? Pipe machine gun. Yeah. I think that's just pipe, isn't it? Yeah.
Darrell has 2 screens. Joe was asking how many screens Darrell has.
Yep, that's why he reads these. He's got one off to the side. Mine's actually on my laptop. I'm just logged into the stream, basically. All right, 1,300 on the gas front. Ah, jeez. You heard that, right? Or are you not here?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
Is it a screamer?
Yup. Where is she? That was definitely a screamer. Where are you? Is she down below us already? There she is. Shit. Alright, she did the screamy scream.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. I guess I'll go down and try to take care of it. If they're slow, we can...
Yeah, let me know if they're slow.
Right now I'm inside the base. He looks a little fast. See if I can get... His head fell off. I might be able to handle this. This might not be a problem. Arrows to the head, pretty girl. I think they're slow.
Do I pop out of the chat window or expand it? I just looked over to my left.
Oh, he's here. All right. Oh, not that. What? You didn't leave any for me.
I think it was one in the barn.
Is there? All right.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, we need to fix. Ooh, the barn's not looking good.
That's not. Yeah, the screamers are nasty. T-Dub's asking, are the screamers nasty compared to cops, etc.? It's just so the screamers will call zombies to you,
Including other screamers potentially.
yeah. So it's a problem that can quite rapidly compound itself. So, okay, probably not worth it.
What you got?
Well, I'm just looking at that trader post is 967 meters away from us. Do we want to just go run that real quick?
No, we really probably should save some time because I need to scrap and all that so you can get Molotovs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got 14.
And you're supposed to go take care of your real life stuff, so
Yeah,
you know how
true.
that works.
That's true.
I know how that works if you've forgotten. Yeah, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a cheesecake so that I can buy that good stuff for you. And I'm just taking whatever else we got here. Just gonna sell as much as I can and buy as much as I can. All right, I got a cheesecake on me, and we'll call it. So yeah, guys, keep an eye out. I am gonna do that first impressions video. Oh, I'm not white. I am green. It should be out this week pretty easily. Like I said, I've already got the unboxing filmed. I just got to do thoughts. Basically, everything I just told you guys about, I'll probably recount in the impressions. So try to cover all that, and we should have it out. I'm hoping Wednesday-ish. So we will have Random Game Wednesday this Wednesday, and then we'll be off for the next 7-Day Sunday and the next Random Game Wednesday, and then I'll have to look at the schedule from there. So that's kind of where we're at. And there's a good chance we'll probably leave this game where it is, because I don't know. I'm not dying to play it. Are you? It's like it's something to do, but it's really lost a lot of its attraction to me because of the way they've got it set up.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, let's do this first.
Wasting my time.
Oh, that's interesting. No, you just said, did you know that if you click on the 3 dots, you have the option to cop out chat? It opens the chat window in a separate expandable window.
Well, that's
Hey,
good.
that actually might help you, Mark.
Yep.
I wonder.
It will. Yeah, if it'll make. If I can size it up.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can just make it big. Like, you can just zoom in on your...
I need the text to be bigger is what I need. Because it's so small over there.
Oh, no, it's not going the other way.
All right, we got 3,000 credits. Let's see how much this... Yeah, if we find that other trader, that'll be nice. Because he might have some cement as well. Electric fence posts, we might buy more of those. Well, I think we almost have the electric fence posts where we need them now, to be honest.
Oh. T-Dub says, surprised you're not doing a Baldur's Gate co-op. Seems like half the internet is.
We are big-time Baldur's Gators. We are big-time. So, maybe at some point. Yeah. We bought that whatever Elden Ring that we're gonna play with Jay, and Darrell's touched it. I haven't even touched it yet.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
All right, I am good here. I have a friend that did the beta. He bought it fairly early. He said it's pretty good. He really likes it. So.
No, you're Joey. I think he's frantically typing.
That's all you're gonna buy.
Autocorrect
Show
is quote unquote
yourself out.
helping. What is Baldur's Gate, please?
Dungeons and Dragons video game. It's a long time. I'm trying to remember when the first one came out. Many years ago. It's basically are you familiar with Dungeons and Dragons? It's basically that game, only on the computer. So fantasy role playing type game. That's a whole. If you've never played D&D, that's a super complicated game. Very in depth. All right, I'm done. If you want to make your way back.
I'm up here waiting.
Okay. All right. Do the boys have any more questions? It's almost noon. Yeah, that's all done. Oh, I'm gonna put these back in. Hold on. So we have them. Okay. Coming back. So, last chance for questions, guys. Until next Wednesday. Again,
This Wednesday, right?
yeah, the next Wednesday, I guess. Or yeah, you're right. Yes, the upcoming Wednesday we will be doing Random Game Wednesday on this Wednesday. So, all right. Well, Darrell's got to go. Let's see. Mark's fed and watered, and then I got us a little bit. So we have a total of 500 cement, which is what? That's 50 blocks, isn't it? Isn't it 10 per?
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay. And then we got I got traps. I found a few pipe bombs too. And so we have 15 electric fences. So if we can ever get this
Oh, way
generated.
to use them.
Yeah. just preparing. All right, so another day that we have not died, still at 0. Doink, still at 0. If the guys have nothing else, let's see. Yes, D&D. Yeah, you can look it up. There's a bunch of stuff, but they just came out with the 3rd version. Baldur's Gate 1 was good. It was very open world. I really liked a game called Icewind Dale that's the same type of game. It just took place in a wintry thing. And these games are cheap now, so if you like that kind of stuff, Joe, look up on Steam. I highly recommend Icewind Dale. That was the one I enjoyed the most. So, of course, freaking airdrop. All right, well, we hope to see you guys Wednesday. I think we covered it all. So, okay, you ready, Darrell?
Yep.
All right, guys. Again, we always appreciate you spending time with us. Glad we could get this on stream for you guys. And we will catch you guys next Wednesday. So thanks for participating and all the stuff you guys do for us. So we'll see you Wednesday. I think we'll be here. We busted our butt to get here today, Joe. So we're trying to be here for you. Good luck on all your home repairs and your H3 build. And then yeah, have fun. Have fun on the wheel racing side of things. Again, I recommend the Logitech direct drive. That's the one I really think is a neat one, but it's big for sure. So, all right. I guess that's it, guys. So until next time, remember to, Darrell,
Get your game on.
get your game on. We'll see you.